What is going on, guys? Got the UFC recap stream from last night on October 1st. If you're watching this in the future, welcome. Thank you for watching. And I know my voice sounds a little bit rough. Had a rough night last night. One too many drinks and got a little bit of a cold. But nonetheless, we had a pretty awesome fight card. And it was kind of a sleeper card in that not a lot of huge names, maybe some that you might recognize, but a lot of standout performances. Mark Zuckerberg was in attendance in UFC Vegas at the Apex. There wasn't pretty much no fans in the arena, but Zuckerberg and his wife were there supporting, cheering on the fighters, and he seemed to really enjoy that. But I don't know, it was a bit strange. There were rumors that he bought out the entire arena. I don't know how true that is. Dana White said that wasn't true, but regardless, pretty interesting, kind of weird. Let me know what you think about that. You know, does Zuckerberg have the right to do that if he did, or should he just watch on TV like everyone else? I don't know. Anyway, I I recapped the fights. I watched them this morning, right before this stream on BT Sport. Shout out BT Sport if you guys are a European MMA fan and you don't have BT Sport, you're messing up. BT Sport gives you the option to watch the fights in the morning. This is not a sponsor, by the way. I have 14 followers, so don't get it twisted. I just love the service. Anyway, yeah, because if you live in Europe or Asia or wherever, the fights are on at like midnight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Very tough to stay up and watch all those live. BT Sport gives you the replay option. So I stay off social media, wake up in the morning, watch the fights first thing, and yeah, that's how I watch the fights that are super late. It's like 30 pounds a month. I'm in the UK, and it costs about 30 pounds a month, but definitely well worth it. You get a lot of other bonus content on there as well, like Ultimate Fighter. I think the Contender series is on there, so stuff like that. You get some jiu-jitsu stuff, and yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, the first fight um, that they aired on BT Sport was Brendan Allen versus Krzysztof Jotko, middleweight fight. Um, Krzysztof Jotko, I believe, is he's Polish, if I'm not mistaken. Yet Polish fighter. Brendan Allen, American, young guy. Brendan Allen, 26 years old, fighting from South Carolina. Uh, Trains out of Louisiana. I think Daniel Gracie's was his jiu-jitsu coach in his corner. Great jiu-jitsu coach to have. And it was a very quick performance. Um, this was the first fight on. I'm trying to remember exactly what went down. So he got a 50K bonus. I believe it was a rear naked choke submission victory. But Krzysztof Jotko is a pretty big name in the middleweight division. He's had a lot of great fights. Pull up his record. He's fought some good guys. Yep, Gerald Mearshark. That's a teammate of Brendan Allen. Misha Serkinov, tough fighter. Marc Andre Barrialt, this guy's a tank. So he's had some losses to tougher competition as well. Sean Strickland, Brad Tavares, Uriah Hall, coming off of a 2-fight win streak, and yeah, submission rear naked choke by Brendan Allen, and it was a great performance. Brendan Allen, TKO loss to Chris Curtis, also lost to Sean Strickland, now on a 3-fight win streak, dominant performance in the first round, submitting Krzysztof Jotko by rear naked choke. That was a good fight to start the card off. I was surprised that they were so low on the card, on the prelims, considering Krzysztof Jotko does have quite a bit of name recognition. The second fight was Joaquim Silva and Jesse Ronson. Joaquim Silva, I think it's Joaquim, is how you pronounce his first name, Joaquim. Silva is a Brazilian guy. Ronson, American. Ronson was... So, first round went to Ronson. He was showing excellent combinations and really mixing up his striking well. He's a southpaw, and Joaquim Silva is an orthodox fighter. And Ronson had a ton of success in the first round. I'd say he definitely won the round. At the end of the first round, Silva switched to a southpaw stance, threw a great combination, and followed it up with a flying knee. And seemed to have a pretty devastating effect on Ronson. Ronson ultimately, he was kind of saved by the bell at the end of the first round after dominating the pretty much the entire first round. So Silva's corner recognized that southpaw switch and gave him that advice to go into the second round. And he came out orthodox. Silva was fighting well, and then when he would transition into southpaw, he was dominating Ronson. Ultimately, it was a beautiful lead flying knee set up with a jab that landed flush on Ronson and knocked him out. But it was a picture-perfect flying knee right on the button and masterfully set up. It was hidden right behind the jab. It was like a jab shuffle step. He used the jab to grab the back of the head and threw up the knee. It was beautiful. So congrats to Silva. Great win. Next fight on the card, Ilir Latifi and Alexei Oleinik. This Alexei Oleinik is just an interesting guy. Russian guy. He's got great grappling, but it's a very awkward style of grappling. It's not really jiu-jitsu as much as it is kind of catch wrestling stuff. And Ilir Latifi, Swedish guy, powerhouse, tank. Yeah, that's pretty much kickboxer. But Alexei Oleinik has like 4 or 5 Ezekiel chokes in the UFC. An Ezekiel choke is basically like you grab your own wrist and slide the other wrist around your opponent's neck. So it's tough to explain if you don't know what it is, but it looks like this. So you can see that might be Alexei Oleinik right there. Yeah, I think that is Alexei Oleinik. Yeah. See, you can see what I mean. This is his, that's almost like a punch choke. But it's a really tough move to pull off, and he does it quite well. Unfortunately, he did not do that well in this fight. He was pretty much dominated in every aspect of the fight. Ilir Latifi was not playing his game. Oleinik could not set anything up, and pretty much one-sided decision victory for Ilir Latifi. Next fight, John Castaneda versus Daniel Santos. This was likely my fight of the night, if I'm being honest. One sec. Pull up the chat. Just in case somebody wants to join. This was my fight of the night for sure. John Castaneda had a amazing first round. 2 head kicks consecutively landed against Daniel Santos. I believe it was a nasty left hook. Daniel Santos was completely wobbled. I don't know how this man did not get knocked out. And Castaneda just couldn't put him away in the first round. Just the heart and the chin of Santos just held up, weathered the storm. Both fighters were pretty tired after round 1. Going into round 2, it was a pretty good back and forth. Ultimately, I can't remember the last shot. I want to say it was a knee. Where are we at? It was a knee. That put away Castaneda. Yeah, punches and knee. Doesn't give much of a breakdown. And but round 1, if you guys have the ability to go back and rewatch round 1 of this fight, or really this entire fight, it was amazing. Santos was just tough as nails, man. Honestly, and great performance by him. Mike Davis versus Borshov. I'm not even gonna attempt to say this man's first name. And also, I don't know much about Borshov. I've never actually, maybe I've seen him fight once. Where is he fighting out of? Sacramento by way of Russia. 30 years old. This was a lightweight fight. 2 losses in the UFC. Okay, he's a contender guy. Has a win over Dakota Bush. So, in essence, his stand-up is great. Mike Davis, the guy who he won the fight by decision. Mike Davis is a very well-rounded fighter. He's got good stand-up, good takedowns, good submissions. Pretty well-rounded guy. I wouldn't say he does anything great, but he's a solid fighter. Borshov is a great kickboxer, but on the ground, he just looked like he was outclassed. Mike Davis was able to get to mount over and over throughout the fight, and it was like Borshov was accepting the mount. and it was really disappointing to see um, at the level that these guys are fighting. It looked like he had nothing to offer defensively. Granted, he didn't get submitted, so that's a moral victory. However, the takedown transitions into mount just were too easy for Mike Davis, and Borshov will have a ton of problems at the high levels of the lightweight division. You know, you have guys like Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira and Mike Chandler. Like those guys, you cannot accept mount against those guys. So yeah, pretty easy decision for Mike Davis. Good fight to watch. Borshov has a lot of training to do in regards to the grappling. Um, Sadiq Yusuf, Nigerian guy. Don Shanis, I've actually never seen him fight before. I'm just going to quickly look up his record. Sadiq Yusuf, you probably know his name by now. He's been on the scene for probably 4 or 5 years. Okay, so this was Don Shanis' first fight in the UFC. Looks like he was a Cage Titans champ. First fight in the UFC. Sadiq Yusuf. He's probably had 7 or 8 fights in the UFC. Let's see. Contender Series guy. He beat Mike Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights in the UFC. 7 fights in the UFC. Lost to Arnold Allen, which that was his second loss. No shame in that. Arnold Allen is a beast fighting out of the UK. Ipswich, shout out Allen. Awesome fighter. Future champ for sure. But yeah, 7, 8 fights in the 145-pound division for Sadiq Yusuf. He's got some good wins. Andre Fili, Mike Davis, most notably. Yeah, he's been making a name for himself over the years since 2018. His first fight in the 2018 first fight in the UFC. He from the beginning of the fight, he swarmed Shanis, and that's right. This guy looked like Sadiq Yusuf looked like Anderson Silva at the beginning of this fight. He had a nasty Muay Thai clinch and was pounding knees over and over. It was old school Silva versus Anderson Silva versus Chris Lieben. If you've seen that fight, let me just pull up an image. Silva v. Lieben Muay Thai clinch. This right here, man. Like, just grab the back of the head. That's not Lieben. I think that's Rich Franklin. But this was Silva's thing, man. Like, grab the back of the head with 2 hands. You have like a pretty much a interlock grip on the back of the head with your fingers, and pound knees, pull them into you, pound knees. So Sadiq was doing that beautifully. Textbook Muay Thai clinch, hammering with the knees, and that was really devastating to Shanis. And he pulled the head down with the Muay Thai clinch and sunk in a guillotine, jump guard, and put on a nasty guillotine. Won the fight in 30 seconds. Shanis actually went out for about a second. That because the guillotine was incredibly tight. So yeah, hats off to Sadiq Yusuf. Great win. I mean, obviously not a big name for him, being that it was Shanis' first fight in the UFC. Sadiq even said it was a high risk, low reward fight, but he did get to put on an amazing performance for as quick as it was. And yeah, for some reason, the Randy Brown versus Trinaldo fight didn't pop up on my UFC on the BT Sport thing. I don't know what happened there, but for all intents and purposes, it was a good fight. Randy Brown scored a decision victory over Trinaldo, and Trinaldo, he's a known guy in the welterweight division. Old guy, tough as nails, but I think he's more of a guy to get younger fighters a chance to put on performances. I hate to say that because I do like Trinaldo, but if I pull up his record, as of late, he has not been performing that well. I want to say, let me just pull up his record. So, wow, look at this, man. He's been in the UFC since 2012. Like, the guy has fought so many people, but he's got losses to, like, all the high-level guys. Mike Chiesa lost, Kevin Lee lost, James Vick lost, Alexander Hernandez. That's the guy that the Cowboy fucking took his soul from. Cowboy dominated this man. That's one of my favorite performances by Cowboy. But anyway, lost to him, and now lost to Randy Brown. So I didn't realize he was on a 2-fight win streak. You can see how many decisions he has. A lot of decisions, couple TKOs, wins, and yeah, okay fight, back and forth, but dominant decision for Randy Brown. Moving into the main event, which I was hyped for. Mackenzie Dern is one of my favorite fighters. Jan Jianan, forgive me on the pronunciation of her last name. Pull up her record quickly. So she was on a 2-fight loss streak, been in the UFC since 2017. Not a ton of fights, but a lot of decision wins. 6-fight win streak, followed by 2 losses to some tough competition. Both of these opponents are ranked. Mackenzie Dern ranked as well. And Mackenzie is, like I said, one of my favorite fighters. If you don't know who she is a we could just come over here and look at all this gold. All this gold, all these gold G's right here means that she is really good at jiu-jitsu. She won Nogi World twice silvered in Nogi World. That was probably, yeah, absolute. So that means any weight class. And silver in absolute, which is an amazing thing. And she even won gold absolute in 2015. She is a jiu-jitsu specialist. She has the best jiu-jitsu in women's MMA, period, bar none. Her striking leaves a lot to be desired. She started working with Jason Parillo in 2020. Jason Parillo is the guy who coached Mike Bisping to a title. He's also got some great prospects right now, Cheeto Vera being one of them, and Mackenzie Dern. So she's working on her striking with Parillo. However, it just looked a bit sloppy in this fight. Jan was controlling the stand-up for the most part. It was very defensively sound, and Jan's takedown defense was on par. I think it was Mackenzie scored like 1 of 11 or 2 of 11 takedowns, something like that. And the story of this fight was Mackenzie Dern closing the distance, trying to get Jan to the ground. Jan defending well. and Jan punishing Mackenzie in the stand-up department. Round 2, Mackenzie was able to get Jan to the ground via a hip toss, and just the jiu-jitsu on performance was beautiful. She had an omoplata secured, which she transitioned into an arm triangle, which transitioned into a mount, which transitioned into a back take. Flowing from position to position, Mackenzie Dern looked absolutely phenomenal, but Jan was defensively sound. She was not going to be submitted, and the round ended. Mackenzie dominated via controlling on the ground in submission attempts, but rounds 1, 3, and 4 all went to Jan because Mackenzie was just unable to get her to the ground and implement her game. She was not going to beat Jan in a stand-up match, so the only thing she could do was get her to the ground, and Jan was just too defensive, and ultimately won that fight by decision. And that sucks for Mackenzie Dern. Like I said, I like her a lot, but it just shows that mixed martial arts is not. You cannot be a one-trick pony. You cannot be a jiu-jitsu world champion and beat the top fighters in the world. You have to be an expert in all arenas of MMA, which includes striking and wrestling. And that's why this sport is so crazy, because you can have the best jiu-jitsu guy or girl in the world and they can still lose the fight, or you can have the best kickboxer in the world and they can lose the fight. That's why Israel Adesanya is so fascinating, because he had such a late start to MMA, such a late start to wrestling, that the fact that he's able to defend takedowns against guys like Robert Whittaker and Yoel Romero, although that fight was terrible, but Kevin Gastelum, the fact that he's able to do that is so impressive, and that's one of the reasons why he's been the champ for so long. We'll see what Alex Pereira has to say about that. But overall, good night of fights. Respect to everyone who won and put on a great performance. Commiserations to Mackenzie Dern and those who the fights did not go their way, but great. Good night of fights. Some great early performances, and not bad. We'll see what the schedule is looking like. It looks like there's not really much scheduled for next week's. Let me see here. Yeah, next week actually, 15th. Yeah. It's going to be Grasso versus Araujo. Forgive me on the pronunciation. Kind of strange to see that as a main event. I can get Dern versus Jan for a main event. Like, I can get behind that. Grasso, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But so far, not a lot of fights showing up as booked on this card. Misha Serkinov versus Alonzo Minifield. That will be a good fight. Rafael Assunção, Victor Henry. I'm not sure who Victor Henry is. I don't believe I've seen him fight. Rafael Assunção has been a name at bantamweight for a long time. I think the biggest impact he has had at bantamweight is getting knocked into another dimension by Cody Garbrandt. If you haven't seen that knockout, Google that knockout. Garbrandt versus Assunção. But yeah, we'll see what happens as we move forward in the week with next week's card. There's probably some more fights that are announced They're just not updated here yet. But this is what we have to look forward to in October, guys. This is what we're waiting for. UFC 280 is, oh man, and it's on at 7 o'clock as well, UK time. If you're a European fan, this is like the MMA gods have blessed us with UFC 280. It's going to be in Abu Dhabi, and it is going to be one of the best fight cards that we will see this year, if not the best. This fight card is stacked. Coming from the prelims, take a look at the prelims. The Dagestanis are out here, boys. They are out here. Look at all these ovs, evs, and uvs. This is going to be a nasty card. A nasty card. Yeah. I mean, Jamie Malarkey, Magomed Mustafayev, I think is how you say his last name. Great fight here. The heavyweights have some action. Lucas Almeida at featherweight. Volkan Ozdemir versus Nikita Krylov is on the prelims. Like, that is a big deal. If these guys are on the prelims, you know the card is stacked. At the top of the prelims, we got Bilal versus Sean Brady. Sean Brady's undefeated. Bilal, you should know who he is at welterweight. Bilal, remember the name Muhammad. Great fighter. This is a stacked prelim, right? Like, this could be a fight night on its own. The main card. Chikagian, she's kind of a gatekeeper. Fire have not actually seen her fight, but nonetheless, it'll be a good fight to open the card with. We got Benny D, Benil Dariush versus Matthias Gamrot. Smoke show card, I'm telling you. Piotr Yan versus Sean O'Malley. Sugar Sean versus Piotr Yan. Bro, that's the third fight from the top. This could sell an arena. This could sell out Madison Square Garden. This fight right here. We have Aljo defending the belt against TJ Dillashaw. TJ making his return off it. He's back 2 fights in from his suspension. 1 or 2 fights in. We got Aljo, second time defending the belt, because he won the belt off an illegal knee off Piotr Yan. Defended against Piotr Yan with a great performance. Now defending for the second time against TJ Dillashaw. And then, to cap this night off, we find out who the baddest lightweight in the world is. Is it Charlie Olives? Is it Islam Makhachev? We will find out, and I'm telling you, European fight fans are blessed. This is a blessing from the MMA gods to have this main event on at prime time in the UK. I honestly, guys, I cannot wait for this main event, and I'm stoked. I am stoked. Early predictions. I think Aljo retains his belt. I think this is what I'm confused about right here. I do not know how this is going to go. We have seen Sean O'Malley just put on dominant early performances, and we know Piotr Yan will not go away. This fight at bantamweight will tell us if Sean O'Malley has what it takes to compete at the top of the division. This will be a defining fight for Sean O'Malley. I believe that Aljo will defend against TJ. I think TJ's best days are behind him. Aljo is the new breed, the new generation, and bantamweight is stacked, but the future looks bright for Aljo. And Islam versus Charles Oliveira. We will see who the baddest lightweight is. Is it Khabib's brother? Is it Charlie Olives? Is Jiu-Jitsu going to win? Is Sambo going to win? Or is it going to be a stand-up fight? This fight could go in any direction, man. Honestly. And I cannot wait. Early prediction. I think Islam breaks Charles. I hate to say that. I love Charles Oliveira. I I think he's the true lightweight champion right now. Uh, Take away the weight miss and all that nonsense. But this is Islam's first real chance to, because he's had a lot of fights. Islam, he's never fought someone in the top three. Um, Obviously he's undefeated in the UFC, and let me double check that his only loss is outside of the UFC, I believe. And oh no, second fight in the UFC he lost by TKO. Okay, but since then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fight win streak. But look at the names. Mike Chandler called this out, and he's not wrong. This was a short notice fight. Um, I forget who he was supposed to fight, but got pulled out, and Bobby Green stepped in. But look at the names: Bobby Green, okay, kind of a journeyman. Dan Hooker, he's on a like 4-fight losing streak. Thiago Moraes, okay, good fighter, but not in the top 5, not an elite guy. Drew Dober, same thing, great fighter, but hasn't really proved himself against the top guys. I think his best win on this list is actually Arman Sarukian. But yeah, that was in 2019, so Arman has done a lot of work since then. But yeah, Islam hasn't really shown it. I mean, the fights that we have seen him in, don't get me wrong, he has dominated every single fight. But he has not beat a top guy yet. That being said, I do believe he will take it to Islam Makhachev. I believe he will get Islam on the ground, and I believe he will punish him. The question is Islam going to be able to defend the takedowns? Sorry, is Charles Oliveira going to be able to defend the takedowns against Islam Makhachev? We will find out. But yeah, guys, we were blessed by the MMA gods. I'll say it again over and over. Thank you. This will be the fight to watch for the year, the card to watch. So 22nd October, save the date, UK and European MMA fans. It'll be on at prime time, and we will be watching. Stream to follow the fights immediately after, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, guys. This has been the UFC recap, Fight Night Vegas, Dern versus Jan. I appreciate it, and we will get into some Warzone gameplay in just a moment.
Holding for deployment. Take this time to ready up. Enemy dropping into the AO.
In their sights.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Receiving hostile fire.
Okay, we are back, and we are back in style. I am hungover. I'm in a shadow band lobby because I am shadow banned. And this is my first game on.
Practice is over. The real fight begins now. Resurgence. Rush to the safe zone. You got gas closing in fast. Liv and your KIA teammates will redeploy. Any point-worthy action will return them to combat quicker. Kill all targets. Go. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Under fire.
Shooting at me!
In their sights.
Time running out. Target area.
That was a good
I'm
shot.
under fire. Enemy slaughtered. Bastards trying to shoot me.
That Finnick was garbage. Remind me to never pick
we
that
go
gun up
again.
again.
Take the fire position.
Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down.
Knock that shit off! I'm
They're
getting
targeting
hit!
me.
Contracts complete and payments released. Figure I earn a cut, yeah? One of your allies is back in the game. Friendly loadout drop on the way. Enemy UAV active. Only 25 remain.
Searching for supplies. Let's get some new toys.
Oh shit.
Done with the search. Returning to base.
Comms tower is online. Scanning for threats. Gas is right on your tail. We've spotted an enemy radar jammer in your area.
Movement! I'm hit!
Enemy dropping into the AO. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Shit! I'm
You're a rat.
Too shabby.
Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. You're back in the action. Armored truck deployment. The bounty target is down. Marvelous. Drop positions are marked by green smoke.
RPG.
Enemy UAV active. Loadout drop headed your way. Heads up, dropping armored trucks. Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down. Enemy dropping into the AO.
They're targeting me.
They're really letting us have it.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Yeah, remember me? Contact!
No.
Gas is right on your tail.
Bro, that's
We
so
ain't dying.
annoying. Yeah, I'm definitely hungover.
You've got another chance to make a difference. Time's running out. Move to the target area.
Receiving hostile fire.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Fire sale is active.
Guns
Buy
down.
station
Aid
costs are
station's here.
adjusted. Enemy soldier nearby.
No.
One of your allies is
They're
back in the
targeting me.
game. Enemy precision airstrike. Stay alert.
Where
Enemy
are these
precision
guys?
airstrike. Stay alert.
Contact! Contact!
Target down.
Okay.
Para poder haber, ¿no? Uno, no pedimos más.
Con Guiri, solo tenés que jugar con los amiguitos de siempre. ¿Verdad?
Use this time to train a bit. We'll be deploying soon.
Ya está ahí, Ya busca a este tío. Ya busca a este tío
Esto es muy oscuro, ¿eh?
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Confirming location.
Resurgence. All right, soldier. Mark a drop
What?
point for your
I
team.
speak English, bro.
The gas is closing on your position. Suggest you start running.
English.
Live and
How
your
you doing, bro?
KIA teammates will redeploy. Any point-worthy action will return them to combat quicker. Hostile dropping into the area. Targets are up. Take them out.
I'm dead here.
Only 25 remain.
Take a shot!
Enemy UAV.
Yo, yo, yo. Can you hear me, bro?
Here we go again. Contract is settled. Good work out there. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Watching this care package. One of you get that. Definitely hostile.
We got recon online.
UAV beginning flyover.
Target.
How is that not hit?
Gas is moving. Enemy soldier nearby.
I'm getting hit!
Good.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
They appear unfriendly.
Under fire.
Oh,
Shit! They're on me! Fix yourself up.
Located a supply box. Secure that position. Squad member is redeploying.
Under fire!
Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down.
Fire!
Here we go again. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Squad member is redeploying. Clock's ticking. Make your way to the target. Revenge complete. Reinforcements are on the way.
Got contact.
The contract is settled. Good work out there. Enemy UAV active.
Running hard and fast.
ah, I should have stemmed.
Back in the game.
They've got me! Damn it!
Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down.
Don't knife him, bro. You're doing-
That's so.
Right, that was
I'll handle
just
the shooter.
Embarrassing.
You're redeploying. Make it mean something. One of your allies is back in the game. You're losing ground. Move it.
Contact!
One of your allies is back in the game.
Oh, good shot.
Fire here.
Lights out!
Target.
Of course it's a kill!
Destination here.
Shit! They're on me!
10 remaining. Keep fighting. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Fire sale is active. Buy station costs are adjusted.
I'm hit!
Ah. The latency fucking killed me there.
You're redeploying. Make Make it mean something. Enemy soldier nearby. You've got gas.
Taking fire!
Bastard trying to shoot me.
AT mine primed and waiting.
Shooting at me!
Bro, that was ballsy. That was ballsy.
Check weapons in here. You got time before deployment.
I are fire. Der Typ hat T-Bot an, ja, der trifft mich nicht, Schatz.
Bro.
Oh, camper there.
Preparation's done. Time to deploy to the war zone. Resurgence. Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead them in. Rush to the safe zone. You got gas closing in fast. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates and earn points to return them faster. Enemy soldier nearby. Kill all
Bro, how does
targets.
that not kill him?
Go.
Trophy system deployed.
Time to cover your tracks. There's enemy team hunting for you. Enemy UAV active.
Friends here. I'm getting hit. Dropped him. Don't worry, you'll make it.
Into the area.
Got one.
You and me. Let's go. Fuck. I can drive.
Bro, what are you doing?
You aren't done yet. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. outmaneuvered the enemy trackers. Clever sneaks. One of your allies is back in the game. Gas is right on your tail.
They're lighting me up. Ah! We're in the safe zone.
Squad member is redeploying.
What? No way.
Under fire. Like having a good old-fashioned stabbing.
Sustaining fire. Thermite out.
Bruh.
Holding for deployment. Take this time to ready up.
In their sights.
Enough training. Now you fight a real enemy. Resurgence. Gas is approaching your position.
should land
Get to
here.
the safe zone. Survive to redeploy fallen
Move on my
teammates
waypoint.
and earn points to return them faster. Enemy soldiers nearby. Kill all targets. Go.
They're targeting me.
Squad member is redeploying.
Yeah, good job, cheater.
In their sights. In their sights.
Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down. You aren't done
So
yet.
annoying, man.
One of your allies is back in the game.
I'm hit. I'm hit.
They got me. Yourself up.
Wow, this guy just.
I'm taking shots.
Okay.
Learn from the loss and come back stronger.
Wow.
I'm over here.
Bro, what are you doing?
We're in the line of fire here.
Yeah. Yes, they can do 215.
Practice while you can. You'll be entering the field in a bit. Preparation's done. Time to deploy to the war zone. Resurgence.
Perfect timing.
Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead them in.
Drop point set. Get
Gas
ready.
is approaching your position. Get to the safe zone.
Moving here.
Survive to redeploy fallen teammates and earn points to return them faster.
Sight in direct fire. Knock that shit off.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Not dead
Primary
yet.
objective is to eliminate all enemies. Attack!
Yo, that aim was not
Enemy
it.
radar jammer detected in your area. Enemy
That's
UAV
it.
active.
Back at it.
allies is back in the game.
Taking fire.
I'm being shot!
Mate, just die.
You aren't done yet. One of your allies is back in the game. One of your allies is back in the game.
Those bastards have me sighted.
This man is a rat. Bro, like no one's coming in there.
You got a second chance. Make it count.
Fuckers have me targeted.
Gas is inbound. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Shot was dead on.
Contact. Okay, we're inside. Scan for movement.
Trash.
Our team's in a safe zone. Fire!
Bro, I shouldn't be salty like that. The guy killed me fair and square.
25 remain.
Yeah, you're not smart for doing that, teammate.
Do better this time. Got a loadout drop inbound. Reinforcements are on the way. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Fuck. Taking shots.
Enemy UAV active.
Under hostile fire.
It's all on you until squad mates redeploy.
No.
Less than 25 remain. Learn from the loss and come back stronger.
That's a kill.
Almost had that guy.
Practice while you can. You'll be entering the field in a bit.
We're engaged!
They've got me sighted!
Preparation's done. Time to deploy to the war zone. Resurgence. The gas is closing on your position.
We should land
Suggest
here!
you start running. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates and earn points to return them faster. Hostile dropping into the area. Execute all targets in the AO.
Lights out!
Reinforcements are on the way. Enemy soldier nearby. UAV active.
Dropped him.
One of your allies is back in the game. Enemy soldier nearby. Contact! Enemy radar jammer detected in your area. Enemy UAV active. You're the last one standing, soldier. Survive until others redeploy. One of your allies is back in the game. Reinforcements are on the way. Gas is inbound. Enemies in the area! Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Shit! I'm taking fire! You're not dead yet.
Challenge complete. Reinforcements are on the way.
Why did it take me 30 years to shoot you?
Loadout drop headed your way. Loadout drop headed your way. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Occupation scan. Prepare to go prone, otherwise you'll be exposed. Get down, now! Supply box marked. Secure the goods. Stay prone, or your coordinates will be exposed. Scanners spotted enemies. Make good use of it.
Marking target location.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Scan's done. Things are back to normal. Enemy UAV active. There are 24 enemies active. Kill them all.
Moving!
Gas is moving. Receiving intel from comms tower in the area.
We're in the safe zone. Taking fire! Good to go.
Enemy UAV active.
Enemies in the area! Enemies in the area!
Throwing stun.
25 remain.
Mira, aquí se busca, ¿viste? La isla se busca.
Por la cara. Sé que ahí conozco unos.
Pues está llamando ahora.
Tarjeta tiene la
Use
música
this time to
puesta,
train a bit. We'll be deploying soon.
Under fire.
Vamos,
Hostile
sete, mi
dropping into the
niño.
area. Watch the skies. Training's over. Time to see what you've learned. Resurgence. All right, soldier. Mark a drop point for your team. Gas is approaching your position. Get to the safe zone. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates and earn points to return them faster. Hostile dropping into the area. Primary objective is to eliminate all enemies. Attack! Enemy cluster strike. Watch your head. Under fire. You've got a second
Let's
chance.
rally here.
Make it
Let him
count.
get that.
Enemy UAV active.
Contact!
Tango down. I'm in their sights.
I'm hit!
One by.
25 are left. Keep your eyes peeled.
Homie didn't even throw a loadout. Like,
Lethal out.
You aren't done yet. One of your allies is back in the game. Enemy dropping into the AO. Bounty target has been marked. End them.
Movement!
Allied UAV overhead. Loadout drop headed your way.
Enemy fire!
what?
Target down. Marked. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
You're not dead yet.
Reinforcements are on the way. Gas is closing in. Relocating the
Don't
safe
make
zone.
me save you again!
Enemy UAV active. Positive ID on the bounty target. Let's make this quick. If you go down now, the operation is over. Watch your six.
Oh my god, man.
Reinforcements
Why?
are on the way. Enemy UAV active. Reinforcements are on the way. Time to cover your tracks. There's an enemy team hunting for you.
Oh my days.
Taking direct fire.
You've got gas moving in. Enemy UAV active. Comms tower is online. Your position is being broadcast. We've spotted an enemy radar jammer in your area.
Everyone in the safe zone. Motherfucker,
Enemy
shots!
dropping into the AO.
Knock that shit off!
Oh, you almost got smoked.
Check your fire!
Under fire. Easy as pie.
Let's rally here.
Do better this time.
I'm hit!
Get to the new safe
Don't
zone.
worry, you'll make it!
Good old-fashioned stab.
Hey, good marks,
Enemy
guys.
butcher.
Good marks.
Contact!
Sustaining fire.
You were one of 25 left.
That was dumb to try and res that guy right there. That was my bad.
Practice while you can. You'll be entering the field in a bit. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Box.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enough training. Now you fight a real enemy.
rally point.
Copy your mark.
Resurgence. All right, soldier. Mark a drop point for your team. Gas is approaching your position. Get to the safe zone. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates and earn points to return them faster. Hostile dropping into the area. Hunt the enemies before they hunt you. Supply box ready for pickup. Keep your senses sharp. An enemy team is tracking your location. Reinforcements are on the way.
I'm taking fire!
No.
Taking direct fire!
Enemy UAV active.
Enemy down!
I'm taking fire!
Contact!
You're back in the action. Next objective updated.
Huh?
Next time will be different. Return to base for debrief.
Mate, can I? Yeah.
Vas-y, je sais même pas quoi dire, je te jure. Et les TikTokers, là, il fait que changer d'arme, je suis surexcité, il tourne, couteau, il arrête.
Check weapons
Ah,
and
frère.
gear. You got time before
Déjà
deployment.
que moi je suis dans l'excès avec...
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Lights out! Contact!
Enemy soldier nearby. Training's over. Time to see what you've learned.
Wow, no recoil.
Enemy soldier nearby. Resurgence. Set a drop point for your team, soldier. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone. Liv and your KIA teammates will redeploy. Any point-worthy action will return them to combat quicker. Enemy soldier nearby. Kill all targets. go.
I'm getting hit! Target, right here!
They're gone.
We're returning you to the front lines. Go get them. Enemy UAV active.
Saw some cash.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Saw some cash.
Only 25 left.
Grab that armor.
Keep moving forward. Squad member is redeploying. Enemy UAV active. Gas is right on your tail.
Hits are coming hard and fast.
Enemy cluster strike. Squad member is redeploying. Enemy UAV active.
What is that, bro? Honestly.
We're returning you to the front lines. Go get them. Squad member is redeploying. Friendly loadout drop on the way. Enemy UAV active. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Squad member is redeploying. Occupation scan.
Ammo here!
Better be prone when the scan starts. Get down now! Stay prone. Targets were detected by the scan. Hunt them. Scan's done. Things are back to normal. Keep your senses sharp. The enemy team is tracking your location. Clock's ticking. Make your way to the target.
here, I'm here.
Down to the final 10. Come out on top. Gas is right on your tail. Payback confirmed. Squad member is redeploying.
We're all in the same zone.
Oh my god! No way! Oh my days,
Enemy
bro.
dropping into the AO. Squad member is redeploying.
Can I do it again? No.
Contract complete. Payment's been authorized. Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down.
How am I not hitting that?
Good to go.
You can breathe. You lost the enemy trackers. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Fire sale is active. Buy station.
Bro, please don't.
Trick down.
My days.
Watch your six. Resurgence will be gone soon. You got a second chance. Make it count. Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal. Enemy dropping into the AO. Squad member is redeployed. Sighted. Try to cover your tracks. There's an enemy team hunting for you.
No!
Enemy dead.
Won't happen again.
You're back in the action.
Oh god.
Shit! I'm taking fire!
Guys.
You got this.
This is the end game. Resurgence has been turned off.
Shoot at me!
Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Push.
Got him. I'm hit! I'm taking shots! Taking fire! I believe in you. Get up! You'll be good to go. Aid station marked. Aid station marked. Grab that armor. Under fire! That's one down.
Bro, I'm sorry. That was a nasty throwing knife.
Got a ways to go into the safe zone. You'll be okay.
Only 5 left.
One v four with the zone soldier.